My guest today first ascended onto Broadway in a bubble as Glinda in Wicked and went on to star in shows like 9 to 5, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and a little TV venture known as Smash. These days, she's back on Broadway in the hilarious Noises Off. I'm thrilled to say, hey, Megan Hilty.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
You look gorgeous.
Thank you. You look so handsome.
Thank you so much. You always look good. You always look good.
Stop it.
Oh my God, Noises Off. It's like a big hit. It's like a big hit of the season, I feel like.
People seem to like it.
People
it's great. Yeah.
freaking love this play. First of all, it's like one of those plays that is like kind of iconic and how much people love it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a huge fan of it for years and years and years. Never in a million years thought I would be in it, ever.
Right.
But
And
here
it's
I am.
a play.
Yeah.
You get to do a play, which is great.
I don't have to sing.
Did
It's
you?
Great.
But it seems like it's pretty physically demanding in its own way. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm crawling all over that set with no clothes on.
Right.
And going up and down ladders with axes and crazy things.
you would play Brooke Ashton, right?
Yeah.
She's an actress lady. Doesn't wear much. For most of the show, you're like in like what is that? A negligee?
Yeah,
What
it's
is
like
that?
a negligee.
Right.
Yeah.
So does that mean did you stop eating like at Labor Day, like when you knew that you were going to be doing this show?
Well, I knew a long time ago that I'd be doing this show. I had my first meeting about it like 2.5 years ago.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Wow.
And then didn't hear anything about it. Didn't even hear anything about the play, like it happening.
Right.
And then, gosh, I was pregnant, and it was around. Was I pregnant? I can't remember. Anyway,
You were pregnant
I
at some
knew
point.
that this show
I know
would
you were
happen
pregnant.
a year after giving birth. That's all I knew.
Okay.
And so I was like, okay, so I have some
You
motivation.
had that in your head.
Yeah, to get rid of the baby weight and maybe a little extra. And and so yeah, I was either like the craziest person in the world or the smartest person in the world for doing that because I had huge motivation to get to the gym.
So Brooke is not a great actress.
You could say that.
Is that fair to say?
I can't say
You
that
can't
about
say
her
that.
because that would be like
Well,
judging her.
she has an annoying habit, which I love. One of the things I love about your performance, her annoying habit that I don't think she's aware of is that she mouths every other actor's lines while they're saying them.
Yes, we've all either worked with that person or we've seen it in shows or have been that person. We just didn't know it. And I don't know, it was, I looked at Brooke's bio because Michael Frayn, the playwright, writes all of
those
the
bios are
actors'
from
bios.
the playwright.
Oh yeah, the playwright. He's
There's like
been
a
including
fake playbill when you go see the show.
Yeah, and he's included that for years and years and years. And so I looked at her bio and I was like, wow, she's never spoken in anything before.
Right, because her roles are like things like
Girl in lingerie,
Right.
frothy girl in the Budweiser commercial, or like a beer commercial. So she's always known as somebody who's comfortable with wearing not much because she's like a.
She's that girl.
She's a dancer, but she wants to be taken seriously as a real actress, and so she landed this job, and she's never learned lines before, and so I thought about I thought about this interview that Will Smith did about the pilot episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
And if you watch it back, he mouths everybody's lines.
Oh my God,
He was
really?
like, and in this interview, it was very sweet. He was like, I've never learned lines before,
Yeah.
so I learned everybody's lines. So I knew everything, and I was like, how perfect would that be if Brooke just knew all of the lines and explains to me why in Act 3 and everything goes wrong.
Yeah.
She's still doing the play as written. She's not rolling with the punches.
Right.
She is.
Right.
She's.
Well, you look, the second you make your entrance at the top of Act 1, you look super concentrate, like you're really concentrating on every step.
Yeah.
Which is what I love.
Whereas some people might say she's a terrible actress, I say she's trying really,
She's the most committed
really
actress
hard.
on that stage.
Yeah, she knows that it takes 6 steps. She
Right.
takes 6 steps on her entrance and she stops.
And she counts
and
them.
don't, someone told her not to turn her back to the audience.
Right,
So everything is very presentational, just everything is so simple. She takes everything way too literally.
Yeah.
Any kind of direction.
I adore it. I love it so much. So when you're rehearsing a crazy farce, like a door slamming farce, a classic door slammer, what was it like rehearsing this with that hilarious group of people?
We had a mock set. We had a split level
you have
set
to do
with
it
all the
with
doors.
everything.
So we could practice slamming them and staircase to run up or climb down, ladders and all of that stuff. And we focused a lot of our time on Act 2. Where the set flips around and you see
behind the stage.
Yeah, because it's really technical and it's really difficult and it's madness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy.
Yeah. I felt like we didn't really get it until we started running it in front of an audience.
Yeah.
You know, we needed them to like figure out all that timing.
Yeah, God forbid no one laughs.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Well, I probably wouldn't be sitting here.
Do you ever have that fear? Do you ever go like, I hope this is actually funny?
Yeah, well, and actually, I started to panic a little bit before our first previews because people were like, it'll be interesting to see how people receive you because you're making very bold choices. And I'm like, wait, like too bold? Like what? I didn't think they were like, I thought if I went too bold, maybe you'd pull me back. I don't know, but yeah.
Who terrified you like that?
I'm not going to name names, but several people did that. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I can't turn back now.
Was it on your list? Like, that you want to do a play? I mean, you know, when you start a career on Broadway, I mean, and if you have musical talents, people want to see you do your musical talents, right? So I feel like a lot of musical actors really want to do a play to show they can do that.
Yeah, and it's so funny to me because people give all kinds of backhanded compliments after the show, like, wow, it's so interesting to see that you can act when you're not in a musical. And it's like, what do you think happens? Like, that I have to sing in a show in order to...
Or that it's somehow easier to...
Yeah, I don't understand that mentality, that it's this wildly different thing.
Yeah.
But it's so nice to not have to worry that much about my voice. Of course, I still take care of myself, but...
They're like, wow, you don't suck when you're not singing.
Yeah, and it's like, that's kind of what they're saying.
That's how you're hearing it.
Yeah, that's how I'm hearing it anyway. You know, a lot of people are like, sure wish you were singing. And it's like, well, okay.
Right.
I'm not quite sure how to respond to that. Thank you? Or what I don't know.
Come see me in concert.
Yeah, I've got some concerts here.
Right, hand out
Should
flyers.
just have little flyers.
Buy my CD. You know, speaking of your CD, you came and we did an interview like 4 years ago and showed people. And so much has happened since. Oh my God, your whole life is like completely
changed.
You were doing Smash then.
Yeah.
I don't know if people have heard of Smash. There's some people out there maybe have heard of that NBC phenomenon that lives on, right?
On and on. Yeah.
Lives on forever.
Gets stronger every day.
You're married.
Yes.
You have a baby girl.
Yeah.
I've seen you in concert. You did a whole other TV show. You did Sean Hayes' TV show.
There was that. For a quick minute,
look at you. You're a totally different person. Do you feel like a lot?
I'm still Jenny from the block. I'm still Jenny from the block. No, I'm not a completely different person. Just a lot of cool stuff has happened.
So how's Viola?
She's great.
She's what, like a year and a half?
Yeah, almost.
Wow.
Yeah.
So so when you had making a baby, wow, what a cool thing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, wow, I made something.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, guys. And she's a force of nature.
Yeah.
She does things on her own terms, which I love.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's hard on me and her father, but but she's no pushover and I like it.
By the time you had her, were you like super scared or like overly prepared? Like I feel like suddenly you're taking care of a baby. Like how was that for you?
Great. I mean, I kind of approach it like anything else in life. Like I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out as I go, and I'm not gonna walk into it not knowing anything.
Right,
I'm gonna do some research, but I'm gonna know that it's not gonna go according to plan. So I'm gonna try and just roll with the punches.
So what is it like when it's like just you and Brian and Viola like at home? Like what are you guys doing? What's family time like? Are you just like staring at her going like, oh my God, she's so pretty, we made that?
When she's still, but that's a very, very small part of the day. The rest of the day we are chasing her around. She's in little classes right now.
Oh, what kind of classes?
She does like tiny tot gym.
Oh.
Yeah, she gets to jump on a trampoline.
Fun, get the energy out.
Exactly. They're basically just little reasons to be around other small human beings and learn how to be a person.
Brian Gallagher, your actor hubby. When I saw you at Cafe Carlisle, he plays in he played for you.
Yeah, he's an amazing guitar player.
Yeah, it's really fun to see you guys together, like making music together. It's so cool.
We tour around all over the place. And
you've been doing a lot of concerts.
Yeah, it's great.
I want to hear about this Vegas wedding because literally, I didn't know you were getting married, and suddenly there was an Instagram photo, and you were married.
Yeah.
We're in Vegas. We got married.
Yeah.
Why Vegas?
We both love Vegas.
Okay.
And I was doing Sean Saves the World, and we were living out in Los Angeles. Yep. And we decided that we wanted to get married. We were talking about it, and and we were talking about what kind of like wedding we'd want, and we were like, I think we want it really small, and we were like, and we also didn't want to be engaged. We wanted to be married. Like we didn't want a big wedding. We didn't want a big anything.
Yeah.
And so we were like, okay, we have a hiatus in 9 days, so why don't we go to Vegas? Yeah, called the Venetian, and they were very, very lovely and helped us out. And we called our immediate family and said, this is happening. If you want to join us, that's great. We'll do whatever to make it work.
Yeah.
But if not, just know that it's happening, and then we're going to tell everybody. And then and everybody came. And it was this beautiful little wedding in the Venetian, and they have these gorgeous little chapels. Yeah. And we took everybody's room service order, and so when we were getting married downstairs, they were setting up everybody's dinner, like cheeseburgers and whatever anybody wanted. And so after we got married, we changed into our pajamas, and we had a pajama party for our reception.
Oh my God, how cute is that?
Yeah, and just spent the rest of the night in the suite, and the kids were running around, and it was great.
That's adorable.
It was perfect, yeah. And then we did a reception tour. We were like, okay, we gotta hit Seattle,
we're gonna
LA,
have the parties
and
now.
New York, yeah.
So you didn't it wasn't one of those like drive-through chapels. It wasn't like an Elvis chapel.
No, and I have to say, we kind of were a little disappointed that it wasn't tackier than it was. Like we were.
It was pretty classy.
It was much classier than we intended.
Right.
Yeah.
Much classier than you guys are.
Oh yeah, no, it was not a good representation of our relationship. No.
And you guys like you were dating like a couple years,
year and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you know, you know.
Yeah, we were like, and it just seems silly to call you my boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. Like,
right.
And I don't want to call you my fiance. Let's just do it.
And you guys do really fun like couples photos on social media. Yeah. I remember like the Christmas sweaters.
We try to do dumb stuff all the time.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to take ourselves too seriously.
So Smash.
Yes.
We have to talk about Smash.
Of course.
Because I'm sure like 60% of the people that clicked on this are waiting for more Smash stuff. So here you go. Smash.
Smash.
Okay, so Smash.
Yeah.
Ivy Lynn.
Yes.
I'm sitting with Ivy Lynn.
Yes.
A Tony winner, Ivy Lynn.
Yeah.
So so it's weird, like that people this thing that's happened since Smash is weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like odd, and people are binging it, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever like gone back and rewatched any of Smash?
No, there still are episodes that I haven't seen.
You've never seen some of it?
Well, I have a really hard time watching myself on
right.
film.
You'll never watch this.
Oh my God. Yeah. No, it's just I'm always like just thinking of what I could have done better, and like it's just torture.
So far, you've done everything right here. So
really?
Yeah, totally. So you actually haven't seen? Did you see Ivy Lynn win a Tony?
Yes.
It took her forever to get to the stage. It was like Ivy Lynn, and the winner, and then you just sat there.
I know.
For a moment, like glowing, and then like you slowly got. I was
didn't
like,
believe it,
come on, girl.
and then she had to like say something to her mom. She had to do, she had some things to take care of. She had a great speech, though. I really enjoyed her speech.
Oh yeah, the speech is great.
Yeah,
she loves theater, as we all do.
Mm-hmm.
So the Bombshell concert was a hell of a lot of fun.
It was really fun. It was really fun to get to be with all of those people again and get to sing those songs and do those numbers live.
Yeah.
Because Josh Bergass's choreography, they couldn't quite capture it all on film.
Right.
So I was so glad that people could see it live finally.
I wish I could admit how many times I've listened to you sing that song, just they just keep moving the line.
Isn't
Is that the actual title?
Most amazing.
Moving the line, or they just keep moving the line.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, there have been times in my life when I've just hit start over on that song. Oh, it's like one of the most amazing songs ever. I love that song.
Oh my God, I'm so grateful. I will always be grateful until my dying day that I got to be the first person to sing that song.
In fact, every time you're ever doing a concert, and if I'm there, will you please make sure? I'd be really upset if you don't.
If I'm ever doing a concert, I will always sing that song.
You will?
I will always sing that song.
You promise?
Yes.
Okay, it's your memory.
Yeah.
It's your Betty Buckley memory. Yeah. It's your Don't Crack Me Argentina.
Well, okay, that's a little far.
So now everybody wants Bombshell to be a show.
Yeah.
A real show. It is a show, but so I've heard different rumors, people writing like a book to it and actually structuring it into a musical, maybe a live NBC thing. I mean, there's all this talk of like, what's going to happen to Bombshell? Do you still want to play Marilyn?
I think by the time they actually do something with it, I'm going to be too old to play Marilyn.
Know about that.
I might be able to play Marilyn's mom,
no,
which is great.
But you'd consider doing it. Like if it happened, like
Sure.
Okay.
Oh
good.
my God, of course.
So
yeah.
you like sing that song every night.
See, but this is tricky territory to talk about because every time somebody asks me that and I respond in any way, they turn it into Megan Hilty's campaigning for the role, and it's like, no, I
No, I
really
answered your question.
No. I just like, so I proceed.
It's not
with
a campaign.
caution,
There are no
but
buttons.
There are no. No, I'm just really happy that music has a life after that show.
Yeah, it's cool that you took the Marilyn thing so seriously. That's what I love about it. And like you really did like sort of fall in love with her as a person. You know what I mean? Like you really were really invested in that.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I was a person who I kind of resisted the whole Marilyn thing for a long time because I thought it was super cliche for blondes to like Marilyn. And then when I started finding out about her, I was like, oh my goodness, her life story, beyond the glamour and all of that stuff, like she was a fascinating person and had a tumultuous life story.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That reminds me of how amazing you were in Gentlemen Prefer Blondes.
Oh, thanks.
Oh my God.
You saw that?
Of course I saw that. Are you kidding me?
That was so much fun.
That was
I
awesome.
still wish that someday we'll be able to do it like
I know.
as a proper.
I've been waiting.
You know, me too.
So you're into that too. She's campaigning.
That I
Everyone,
am campaigning for.
She's campaigning for Gentlemen. Anything else you want to campaign for?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm too tired to campaign for anything else.
Do you have any? This is an obvious question, but do you have any like musical dream roles? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I want to play Mrs. Lovett in Sweeney Todd.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's
in a couple years, but like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my dream role. It's my favorite musical. And
wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any dream Sweeneys?
No.
Like if you had to I haven't thought that far yet.
No. Yeah, I just think about
Mrs.
me.
Lovett.
I haven't
That's
thought
fun.
about the rest of the cast. Yeah.
That's a fun. That's a fun. I like that idea. That's sort of a fun twist.
Yeah.
You want to do something dark like that?
Yeah.
Is that like what do you listen to? Do you listen to musicals ever? Do you like listen to musical theater? Like what what would be your like favorite cast albums like of all time?
My teen years were spent poring over Into the Woods like everybody else. You know, just looking at every lyric and listening to it and hoping to one day meet Bernadette Peters and
Did that work out?
Yeah, listen, dreams come true. I still can't act like a normal person around her. Like
Really?
she is the nicest person on the planet and so approachable.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I still act like a complete idiot around her.
Wow.
I just can't.
I think there's certain
superstar.
people. I can be like that too. I think there's certain people
Who are your
when
people?
you're a kid, when you're obsessed. Really, you're putting me on the spot.
Yes.
Bernadette is one of them.
Yeah.
Patti LuPone. Mm-hmm. You know, I love Patti LuPone.
Yeah.
I've interviewed her many times, but I still get like.
Do you act like a goober around her?
Yeah, I turn into you just get like your friend, and you like overanalyze everything you say. In front of them.
You can't talk like a human being.
Yeah, it's weird, and that's when you suddenly relate to like the young Broadway fans, right? Are you used to like kids doing it to you? Like, could you get kids like stopping you? And like, what's it like interacting with those kids? I mean, when you do like Wicked and Smash, and I mean, like your resume is like asking for it.
Yeah, I try to make them feel as uncomfortable as possible.
How do you achieve that?
I just look at them blankly. No, I just try to listen to every word that they're saying.
Yeah.
You know, and try to just appreciate.
Yeah.
You know, because I've certainly been at stage doors and wanted to talk to people, and then if they're negative about anything, it was, you know, kind of the end of the world.
I think it's funny when they just like freeze, right? Like they just come up to you and they're just like stand in front of you and then they just freeze.
Yeah.
Then you kind of have to like help them along, right?
Yeah. And that's fine. Helping them along that way is fine. It's when they start giving you backhanded compliments and you're like, you know what I get a lot is, wow, you've lost a lot of weight. Oh, wow, you're so much skinnier in person. Oh, God. Or I get a lot, you're so pretty in person. And it's like, these are not compliments. I understand in your brain that you think, but like, I want you to really think about what you just said and what that implies.
Yeah, kids really think it through before you like throw a compliment.
Wow, the camera really does add a lot of weight. These are actual things that people say to me, and I have to sit there and kind of take it. I don't anymore, which is bad.
I'm sorry, I'm apologizing for them.
Yeah. Well.
You know what one of my favorite of your TV roles is? Not Ivy Land, although that is good too. Heckler on Louie. That was a good role.
That was so crazy.
That was awesome.
You know, none of the audience, they weren't background actors, they were like his fans and they didn't know I was an actor.
Oh my God, that's
Yeah,
even
they
funnier.
hated my guts.
They just stuck you in there like a plant?
Hated my guts, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was, it was tense. It was tense.
Do you want to do more TV? I mean, you've done so much. You're so good at it. Like, you have so much experience on TV.
No, I just want to do everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I always make this joke that I do all of the other stuff to feed my theater habit. You know, I feel like if I can do more stuff like that, then people will actually like cast me in the roles that I want on Broadway.
Right.
It's, I mean, I'm not.
That's business. That's the
That's
business.
just business. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
crying about it or anything. It's
Yeah.
just that's how it is. So I'm working the system.
I saw something on your resume I have to ask you about. You're in the new Warren Beatty movie?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little obsessed with Warren Beatty.
Yeah.
So tell me about this. This is an upcoming movie. I know it's like probably top secret.
Yeah, I still haven't read the script. I don't know what happens in the movie.
You just did a
I just
scene?
know my scenes, and I know.
What kind of character are you? It's this movie
I'm an
about Howard
actress.
Hughes.
It's
a movie about Howard Hughes.
About Howard Hughes. I'm one of his actresses.
Are you in a scene with him?
No.
We don't know.
No,
Maybe.
I'm not. I'm like, what can I say? No, I'm not in a scene
Okay.
with him. But he was.
You're an actress.
He
You
directed
play an
me.
actress.
He tricked us a lot.
Yeah.
We would all be like waiting around thinking that we were waiting for them to set up the shot, and they'd be filming the whole time. So he filmed us a lot just in our natural state.
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's period, right?
It is, yeah.
So you're gonna look like a whole getup.
Yeah, but we're in our acting school, and I sing in it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I sing.
Cool.
Did I sing 2 songs? I can't remember.
Oh wow,
I
awesome.
did this a year ago. I know I learned 2 songs. I can't remember if I filmed both.
So Noises Off is so much fun.
Thanks.
And you're playing through March 13th.
Yes.
It's so exciting to have you on Broadway. Everyone needs to go see it.
Yes,
Is there anything else you want
please.
people to know?
Yes, I'm going to be at the Carlisle again this year.
Oh my God, I loved your
Yeah.
last Carlisle show.
I don't think that they have announced it yet.
You
But
just did.
no, we just did. In May. I believe
cool.
it's May 3rd through the 14th.
Awesome.
I'm
Is
gonna
it a new show?
It's a new show. It's a Rosemary Clooney set.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, and of course I'll have like Smash songs in there and
So
stuff
you
like
will,
that.
if you will sing.
Always.
Moving
it
the line.
will always be in
That's
there.
a promise.
Yes.
I
And
feel like I'm gonna go up to you like in like 30 years after some concert, and I'm gonna be like,
You promised. And we recorded a live album at the Carlisle that we'll be releasing this summer.
great.
Yeah.
Of the last show that I loved.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, everybody has to check all that out.
Yeah.
And check her out in Noises Off. And at the stage door, think about what you're saying. Think about what you're saying and appreciate that actors do act in musicals.
Yes.
There's an acting talent in musicals. And that she looks gorgeous on camera and in person. Thank you so much for being here, Megan.
I'm so bossy.
No, I love it.
Don't
I love
tell me
it.
this. Tell me this.
And just always sing that song.
Exactly.
That's where I'm
Always,
bossy.
yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.